if the classical ideology functioned in the way designated by Marx in his nice formula from Capital Volume 1, Sie wissen das nicht, aber sie tun es. They don't know what they are doing, but they are nonetheless doing it. Cynical ideology functions in the mode of, I know very well what I'm doing, but I'm still nonetheless doing it. This paradoxical constellation is staged in a beautiful way in the famous song Officer Krapke in Bernstein's and Sondheim's West Side Story.
Hey, you!
Who, me, Officer Krupke?
Yeah, you! Give me one good reason for not dragging you down to the station house, you punk!
Dear kindly Sergeant Krupke, you gotta understand, it's just our bringing upkey that gets us out of hand. Our mothers all are junkies, our fathers all are drunks. Golly Moses, naturally we're punks.
Gee, Officer Krupke, we're very upset. We never had
The delinquent gang enacts a whole explanation, as a musical number, of course, of why they are delinquent.
There is good, there is good, there is untapped good, like inside the oyster buses.
Addressing the police officer Krapke, who is not there, but all is addressed at the police officer.
Such a good story!
Let me tell it to the world!
Just tell it to the judge!
So one of them adopts the position of a judge.
Dear kindly Judge, Your Honor, my parents treat me rough with all their marijuana. They won't give me a puff.
Then the psychological explanation.
He shouldn't be here. This boy don't need a couch, he needs a useful career. Society's played him a terrible trick. And sociologically, he's sick.
I am sick!
We are sick, we are sick.
The paradox here is, how can you know all this and still do it? This is the cynical functioning of ideology. They are never what they appear to be. Cynical, brutal delinquents. They always have a tiny private dream. This dream can be many things. It can even be something quite ordinary. Let's take the English Riots of August 2011. The standard liberal explanation really sounds like a repetition of Officer Krapke's song. We cannot just condemn these riots as delinquent vandalism. You have to see how these people live in practically ghettos, isolated communities, no proper family life, no proper education. They don't even have a prospect of a regular employment. But this is not enough, because man is not simply a product of objective circumstances. We all have this margin of freedom in deciding how we subjectivize these objective circumstances, which of course determine us. How we react to them by constructing our own universe. The conservative solution is we need more police, we need courts which pass severe judgments. I think this solution is too simple. If one listened closely to some of David Cameron's statements, it looked as if, okay, they are beating people, burning houses, but the truly horrible thing is that they were taking objects without paying for them. No, that's the ultimate sin that we can imagine, in a very limited way. Cameron was right. There was no ideological justification. It is the reaction of people who are totally caught into the predominant ideology, but have no ways to realize what this ideology demands of them. So it's a kind of a wild acting out within this ideological space of consumerism. Even if we are dealing with a apparently totally non-ideological brutality, I just want to burn houses to get objects, it is the result of a very specific social and ideological constellation, where big ideology, striving for justice, equality, etc., disintegrates. The only functioning ideology is pure consumerism, and then no wonder what you get as a form of protest. Every violent acting out is a sign that there is something you are not able to put into words. Even the most brutal violence is the enacting of a certain symbolic deadlock.